All right, everyone, we are here with War Map 7 at a glance. As a reminder, thank your officers for the work and time they put into planning. And this is an abstract breakdown. This is not a full-blown planning video. Taking a look at bands here first, and I didn't issue scrolling, but we have Human Torch, Quake, and Herc as bands. So first war where both Ghost and Corvus are on the table. First time Human Torch is not. So Nimrod boss here, Medusa we've used, Tigra has been used. I'm sure even Nebula holding her charges works. Sasquatch here, you've got S99 with anti-venom, you've got probably Mr. Negative. You can probably get away with Ghost as well with PS1 tech boosts and suicides, and he'll probably get finished in the second SB2. Penny here, you can use Venom and Venom Pool is probably the top two easiest, and then maybe Corvus charged up. Probably use Ghost here, maybe Warlock if you know that he does not have, if you know that he has willpower, but Ghost is going to be by far your easiest option here, and we'll just wreck him with all the furies that she'll probably gain. Chavez here, Immortal Abomination would probably be the top option, maybe even Diablo, but you can also use Ghost or Tigra here as well. Super Scroll here, probably go Tigra. I've heard Sorcerer Supreme works, you just avoid using the SP1. There's probably even a slow champ option as well. And then Cersei here, you can use Tigra, probably Mojo, and maybe even Diablo, but don't quote me on the Diablo. I just know that Mojo would melt her, and Tigra obviously does as well. Black Panther here, kind of interesting, maybe Omega Red and just kind of turtle against the wall, hard to say. Maybe Claire, if you can get to SB2 before his reflective armor falls and he starts gaining armor ups. Heck, maybe even Apocalypse, to be honest, and hopefully you get to SB2 and get the concussion up before his armor ups start triggering as well. This one is probably going to be one of our trickier ones this war. Path 1, nothing too special. You can Ghost, hit Monkey, or you can use Warlock, or you can use Apocalypse. And then Red Goblin there, you can use Void, S99, Mr. Negative. Path 2 here, probably Apocalypse the whole way. Just be mindful of how to play Sauron. If not, go ahead and use Nimrod or maybe War Machine for Sauron, and then you can use Apocalypse or Falcon or even Fury for Black Widow. And then Colossus here is an easy Nebula fight. I'm sure Claire can work as well, so I would not use Tigra. I was about to say Tigra. But I'm sure even White... No, don't use White Magneto. Probably Silver Centurion. And then here, Silver Centurion, you can use Nebula, and you can probably get away with Ghost as well since she is on the table for this war. A lot of Ghost fights. Rhino here, probably Mole Man. You can probably get away with Kingpin. You can probably get away with Shang-Chi. Just be aware of the debuff shrugging and play around the armor up global instead of relying on stun the entire time. Path 4 here can probably be taken with Kingpin or Mole Man, or even Doom for Null there, Falcon for, or Killmonger, or, I mean, Shang-Chi for Spam. Path 5, probably Magneto or Tigra for the Hulkbuster. Just be careful making errors with a lot of debuffs. And then maybe S99 or Mr. Negative or Ghost for Mojo there. And then path 6 out here, probably go with Nimrod for Bishop. Just be smart. And then a White Magneto pre-fight and use Doom or Claire or even Kitty for Annihilus. You could even probably use War Machine for Bishop as well, or you could just use Archangel there, or Cable. MODOK here, maybe Mole Man. Yeah, I'd probably go Mole Man as my first option. And then probably Shang-Chi, just be aware of auto block messing with your combos and placing Wushu. You can probably even get away with Magneto just to avoid the auto blocking, but be aware it's not going to reduce ability accuracy at all. But at least you'll block willpower and avoid auto block. Guardian here probably can get away with Ghost. Just be mindful of the Indestructible, as well as Corvus. If you wanted to pick up a charge here, again, just be mindful of the Indestructible. Outside of that, I'm sure Mr. Negative or S99 work. You just have to really look out for that auto block on specials, maybe even CGR. Path 7 there, probably Magneto or Nebula for Ultron. And then for Domino, probably Warlock or Ghost. Storm, you can probably get a Corvus charge there as well. You can probably get away with Ghost, but maybe add some Odin pre-fights to help you out. You can also use Doom. And then Path 9 out here, you can use Kingpin for Magneto or Terrax, and then you can use Silver Centurion or Nebula, or not Nebula, Silver Centurion or Guardian or Warlock with a pre-fight for Havoc. And then the node leading into here, I've got a Doom. I'd probably just throw Apocalypse at this or Kingpin, and do your best to avoid getting a shock on you, and if so, avoid getting stunned. Yeah, those probably get away with Ghost here pretty easily as well. Here, Mangog, maybe Claire, maybe S99, at least until you get to SB3. You can probably also use Ghost here since he doesn't have his own armor up, and just be mindful of throwing SB2 when that armor up is about to proc. So I'd probably wait for it and then go. Here's Silver Centurion, Guardian, or G99. For G99, I'd probably use the pre-fight so that I don't have the armor up. But yeah, not too difficult there. Man thing here, you guys have seen me use Mr. Negative. Omega Red works. Rolk I've heard works. Nebula works. I've even heard Diablo work. You can probably even use Thing if you decide to throw Thing down Path 2 here. But, I mean, Killmonger probably used CGR, and Terrax probably use Doom or Gulk or Namor. Path 1 there, probably use Doom as the safest option, or Ghost for Tigra, and then maybe Mr. Negative. And then I-Hulk, use Falcon, CGR, Fury, any one of those. Path 3, I'd probably go with Storm in Lightning Tempest, or Apocalypse with an Odin pre-fight. Or Mole Man as well. And then for Sorcerer, probably, I mean, there's really anyone, S99, Mr. Negative, Magic. Not Magic, there's Hurt Locker. Fury here, go ahead and use Kitty, maybe Apocalypse, go ahead and use Apocalypse. Archangel, maybe even Kitty if it's available. Path 4 there, you could use Kingpin, you could use Mole Man, you could use Shang-Chi. Path 5, use Claire, Killmonger, or Fury for that Thing. And then use, same thing, Kitty, Apocalypse for Jabari there. And then Path 6 here, you could Archangel it down. You could use Mr. Negative or S99 for Symbiote Supreme, and then use Doom for Icarus. So that path is not probably one of the easier ones on the map. Nothing too special about that. Cosmic Ghost Rider here. Captain Marvel, you have Rolk, you also have Kingpin. So typical hazard shift counters, just being mindful of that armor up. Path 7 here, can probably Archangel the whole thing, but have a White Magneto pre-fight for Kingpin. Or you could probably get away with Doom and having a special attack party versus Arcus. And then Kingpin, you could probably use Apocalypse as well. Path 8 there, Terrax, Venom Pool, CGR, and then Path 9 out here, Rolk, CMM with Fury would probably be the top 2 options there. So yeah, that is Map 7 at a glance. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, follow, and share. And I will see you guys at the War Attack video.